This conference will now be recorded.
So our today's concept is client scripts. What is client scripts and how we can use client scripts in ServiceNow? Okay. So how we are using the EA policies and what is the use of EA policies? We know. EA policies are used to make the field is mandatory, read-only, visibility on the form, and it is a client side. Like the same, client scripts also client side. Okay. So when you create a form, you can use client scripts when certain event occurred. Certain event occurred, like at the time of creating a form, you can use client script. And at the time of loading the form, we can use client script. At the time of changing the form field value, we can use client script. And in list view, if you are changing the value, we can use client script. And EA policies we are using when certain conditions met. For example, go to the finance request. Sorry, facilities. And open a new form. If some conditions are met, something like color is not empty, we are making the priority, and if you select the priority is A, we are making some other field is mandatory. Okay, if you take that GLA and give some value here, and if you select the category, yesterday we have done very examples, right? If you select the building, making something is mandatory, sorry, T1 relevant is read only. So these kind of examples we have done. So certain conditions are met, but coming to the client script, at the time of submitting the form, you have to populate or automatic, we have to populate something, and at the time of loading the form, you open the form. At the time of loading the form is loading here. This time you have to done something, or else when field value changes, when field value changes, you need to populate something, and in the list view, if you are changing some field value from email to walk-in directly, you need to restrict that using the client script. Okay, so make a side heading client script, client scripts allow the system client scripts allow the system to run JavaScript to run JavaScript on client JavaScript on the client when client based events occur, when client based events occur, such as when a form loads, comma, after form submission, comma, when a field changes value, when a field changes values, when a field changes values, use client scripts to configure. Next point, use client scripts to configure forms, comma, form fields and form fields, comma, field values while the user is using the form. So it is used to make the fields hidden or visible, make the field hidden or usable, make fields read-only or writable, make fields read-only or writable. Make fields optional or mandatory based on the user role. Makes field optional or mandatory based on user role. Display messages based on a value in the field. Display messages based on the value in the field. So there are 4 types of client scripts. Whatever we are saying, when event is occurred, there are 4 events and 4 types of client scripts. One is onLoad, there are 4 types of client scripts. One is onLoad, runs when the form is loaded, runs when a form is loaded, and second one on submit, runs when form is submitted, runs when form is submitted, and on change runs when a particular field value changes on the form. When particular field value changes on the form. And we have the final one, on cell edit. On cell edit. These are the methods. Basically, the first letter should be the small one, and the second one should be the capital L for everything. Capital S, capital C. Method will start with the small letters, and the next word should be the capital one. On cell edit runs when the list editor changes a cell value. Runs when a list editor changes a field value. Changes a field value. Now how we can create a client script. Like the same, type client scripts, click on client script, and create new. At the time of loading the form, I want to give some alert. So on load example facilities request, and the table is I want to create a EU policy on my facilities request. And UI type should be all. And when you create a client script, it will ask you what type of client scripts you are creating. I said there are 4 types of client scripts. One is onLoad, the second one is onSubmit, third one is onChange, and fourth one is onSelect. Mostly in real time we are using only 3: onChange, onLoad, onSubmit. Rarely we will use the onSelect, rarely. So I want to give an example like onLoad, very simple example. I don't want to use any code, also just giving some alert. So I will take the onLoad. When you take the onLoad in the script field, you will get that onLoad syntax, and application is application, and active is used to this client scripts, or if it active is false, we are not using this client script. And inherited, that inherited is something like if you are creating a client script, that should be apply for the child tables also, so that you have to specify that inherited is true. Global, when you create a client script, you want to use this client script for that entire table, you can use the global, or if you want to specify this client script to be particular view, you can specify that view. Right now I want to do it for entire table. Description, what you are doing with this client script. So here you can say this client script is onLoad and which is used when form is loaded. You can specify any message here. And here simply I will put one alert statement, alert, within the double quote, checking how onLoad client script will work, and submit it. that should work at the time of loading the form on finance request form. So go to the finance, facility. I'm really sorry. Go to the facility. Just try to open the form. You will get that message. See, checking how onLoad client script will work. What is the SysID it is coming? I don't know. Okay. And if you reload it again, you will get that at the time of loading the form. Checking how onLoad client script will work. I'm going to that onLoad client script again. I'm modifying some text and save it. Go to the facilities request and open any record. This will work only at the time of loading the form. Only loading the form, checking how the client script will work. Okay. Again, if you reload it, again you will get that message checking how client script will work. And the next one we'll see on submit client script. So create a new one directly from the form, configure client scripts, create new, here say example for and submit facilities request. Your type is all, type is on submit. This will work at the time of submitting the form. So here make one alert, the alert which is used to show the pop-up box. So here checking on submit client script. This will work when you hit the submit or save button and submit it. So when you open the facilities request, create new, so that it is loading, you will get that loading message checking how client script will work loading, and you enter that form details, and test for submit a record. Now, when I hit the submit, I will get the message checking on submit client script. This will work when you hit the submit or save button. So I'm hitting the submit, my on submit client script will work. Or else when you save the record, when you hit the save or update, again loading, I will get that message, and I'm hitting that update, again you will get that submit. Submit is nothing, not only submitting the record, when you update the record or submit the record or hit the save button, you will get this message. Now the next one, we will create on change new example on change client script on change facilities. Your type should be all on change. When you select the on change, we are saying when field value changes, you need to apply the script. So whenever you select the on change, you should select the field to which field you are applying the script. When you change any value on the field called color, the script will work. Giving just one alert, checking how on change script will work. Submit it. And we have some of the values in on change. So we should know that. Go to the facilities request. At the time of loading the form, you will get one pop-up onLoad client script at the time of loading the form, checking how client script will work. And when you change the field value and the color, you will get one pop-up now, that on change one. See, checking how on change script will work. And when you submit, this record, you will get one message checking how on submit client script will work when you hit the save or submit. Okay, these are the three types of client scripts I have differentiated using that alert. So when you use the on change client script, we have some of the parameters like new value, old value, is loading, is template. How those parameters will work? Go to that on change. Open that on change one. See, for on submit and onload, we don't have any parameters, but coming to on change, we have some parameters like control, old value, new value, is loading, is template. What is old value and what is new value and what is loading and what is template? Old value, the value of the widget has when record was loaded. The old value, the value the widget has the value the widget has when record was loaded. When record was loaded. The new value is the value the widget has after change. The value the widget has after change. Is loading identifies whether the change occurs as part of form load. Is loading identifies whether the change occur as part of form load. So by looking at this is loading on change client script on change client script will work at the time of loading the form also. How we'll see. And is template identifies whether the change occurs as part of a template load. Is template identifies whether the change occur as part of template load. Okay. Now we'll see what is old value, what is new value. I'm putting some alerts. Just remember the syntax. We have to remember the syntax. Old value is plus, get the value of this and give here, and alert new value is plus. This is the syntax we have to follow. So this is the text and the plus variable value, old value or new value, and save it. Now if you open a finance facility request, create new, at the time of loading the form my onload will work, and when I change some field here my on change will work, and it will give you the old value and new value. My on change script is working and the old value is 0. I don't have any old value before, and the new value is whatever value I am selecting here. See, this is the new value, some sysID is coming, and click on OK. Alisa Mountoni sysID. So whenever you are in the reference fields, when you select some value, it will give the sysID. Why? Because since it is a reference field, it is referenced to some other table. So when you use reference fields, you will get the sysids. We'll see that later how it will be. And now B, save the form. So we are submitting the form so that it will ask you to submit alert. It is coming. The on submit script will work now, so that we are getting that pop-up, and okay. And again the form is loaded. You will get that loaded message checking how the client script will work. Okay, that's fine. Now again, if I change that color, my old values Alisa Moutani, and new value is whatever I am selecting here, Adam Ringley. So loading the form, I got that old value 6A826 and new value sysID should differ. See, hello, can you hear me? Hello.
I hear you now. Yeah.
Sorry, my laptop got shut down. Here we need to differentiate that old value and new value. So now my new value is Adam Ringle. So I did not save the form. Again, I am trying to give one more value. The old values 6A826 and the new value is 12826. Alphony Grillin, and save it. Now, since I am getting the sysID of that user, I want to get the name of the user, so that I have to modify my script. Go to the script, and use dot get display value this is the method to display the values. Save it. Now if I go to that facility request, open on record, my onload script alert is coming now. And when I change the value, my on-chain script should work. See, checking how the on-chain script will work. Oh, the display value is not a function in client side. Yes. So what we have to use is go to the script. Since it is that get display value is server side script, so we have to use some other function. You can use something like dot name dot name here and save it. And facilities, try to change some value here. Onload one is working now. On change should work. Oh, still it is giving that name is also undefined code. Use dot name here. See. Now reload it and try to change the color. Oh, it's getting undefined. Yeah, I will get to know that what you have to use, like something like get display box you have to use. We'll see that later. Get display blocks method, get display box method we have to use. There is a method called get display box. Get display box method we have to use to get the value. We'll see that later whenever we are doing the scripting. Right now, just remember on-chain script will work like that, and differentiate that onload and old value and new value. Okay, now my old value should be Abraham and new value should be Alisa Bishoyi. So the Abraham's side is, oh, since that script is not modified, right? So remove that. Get display value should work. Why it is not working? No, get display value is not working. Okay, that's fine. We'll see that later. Not an issue. Okay, so just remember it is giving the sysids in client side. When it is giving the sysid, how to get the name and all, we'll see that later. Now the one more type of the client script, onShell edit. Remember, when you are creating a onChange client script, don't forget to give the name of the field here. Okay, to which field you are applying the onChange. And onChange script will work at the time of loading by removing this part from if to 2, 3, 4 lines we have to remove. Now the one more type of the script, onShell edit. We'll see how the onShell edit script is work. So go to the facilities and create one more type of the script. Configure client scripts. Example, onShell edit. So it should be all. When you select the onShell edit, and you have to specify the field name also, to which field you are applying the onShell edit. So there are 4 types of client scripts we have. One is onChange, and one is onSubmit, and the other one is onShell edit, and the other one is onLoad. When you working with onChange and onShell edit, to which fields you are working with that scripts you have to specify. Now I'm going to say like state field. So just give that alert. Checking how shell edit script will work. The script will be work on only list view. Remember, there are 4 types of scripts. 3 scripts will work on form level. 1 script will work on list level. So go to the facilities. We don't have a state field. Get that field here. Okay. If you try to change the state field, you will get that pop-up. Checking how shell edit scripts will work. See, so onShell edit script will work on list view. Okay, so this is what the demo for how scripts will work, like onChange, onLoad, onSubmit, onShell edit. Do you have any doubts till here? This is just demo purpose how scripts will work. Do you have any doubt? If the response is no, I can take it as no doubts. If you have any doubts, please ask me. No doubts. Can I go ahead with advance? Whatever I explained till here, yeah, tell me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Whatever I explained till now is very important points. Those are okay. Now, my requirement is if my priority is A, I want to say in additional comments or work notes, priority 1 incident is priority A incident is created, or I want to show some pop-up at the time of loading the form. I want to say, or at the time of submitting the record, I want to say priority A record is created. So please take care of this issue and resolve as soon as possible. I will say when my priority is A, I want to say at the time of submitting the record, this is priority A record. Please take care of action immediately. I want to say that. So the requirement, I want to discuss only 2 examples today, and we'll cover there are many methods we have. And the requirement 1 is when priority A record is created, display some message priority A is record created, something like that. Priority A record is created. Please take care, immediate action to resolve this issue. We have to use this one. So for this requirement, first of all, you should know the value of the priority field. You should get that priority field value. When you enter that priority A or B or C, you should know that priority value, so that here in client script we have to use object called g_form. Remember, glide forms we can say. Glide form, which is used in client side. Glide forms will be used in client side. There are many glide forms we have. We'll see that what kind of glide forms we have and what kind of methods we have. When you are using the methods in client side, using the glide form, we will use that method. Something like G underscore form dot get value, which is used to get the value of the field. G underscore form dot set value, which is used to set the value of the field. We'll see that later how it will work. There are many methods in client side. We should get to know. So here my requirement is I want to get the priority, and if my priority is A, I want to show this pop-up. So that go to that on submit. At the time of submitting the record, I have to do it. Go to that on submit, client scripts. Open that on submit one. So you should get that priority A. So I will declare one variable priority. So I will use that G underscore form dot. You will get all the methods here. Get value of within the double quote the backend name of priority. The backend name of priority is priority. Take that, put it here, semicolon. If you need to check that priority equal to A, within the single quote the backend value of A is 1. So we have to give that alert message. Get it from here. Alert expected character where? Where we have that unexpected character, I don't know. Control X. Nice. Mixed space it is coming. So we have to use the intended code format. Format the code. So now you will get it. Good. Now, if my priority A, I will get this message on submit. This one is backend value of the priority A. So if you go to the form design, you can see what is the backend value of the priority A choice value. And go to the state. Sorry, priority, go to the priority. The backend value of A is 1, so that I am comparing with 1. Now I will go to my facilities request. Sorry. If you try to update it, if it is the priority B or if it is the priority A, update. See, priority A record is created. Please take care of action immediately, and it is submitting the record. If it is like priority B, my onload is working now, and when I select the priority B and try to update it, it will not give any pop-up. But the same, if you try to change that from priority B to A, and if you update it, it will give the message like priority A record is created. Please take care immediate action to resolve this issue. Did you understand this example why we have created what is the business requirement backend of this script? Now this, tell me this one. Did you? It is very important to understand that. Did you understand that requirement? What that script is doing, what we are doing here? Just little bit understanding. I know, like it will be tough to understand, but little bit basic, 10% only. 10% of understanding. If we just understand this example, we will move to the methods. What kind of methods we have in client-side methods? So we will discuss those methods, and we will do more examples, more and more examples, and each and every method like type, on change, on load, on submit, on select. We'll do remaining examples. But this is for on submit. At the time of submitting the form, when my priority record is A, I am showing that priority. Else, I don't want to show any message. That's it. Any doubt here? If you don't get any doubt, then we are good. I think everyone understood that example. So we can go.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Now, we have many types of client-side methods. Here in this example, we seen only get value only. Like the same, we have many client-side methods. So you can see that client-side methods here. And going to the glide form. We have a add decoration method. We have a add error message. We have a add option. We have clear message. There are many methods in client side. Now we will see all the methods in client side. How these methods will work. Okay. The first method is add decoration. So what add decoration method will do? See, like the glide form, I will send you this URL. People can have a look. And what add decorations will see? See, glide form API provides a method customization forms and glide form.js. It is a JavaScript contain these methods. The global object glide form is used to access the glide form methods. Glide form methods are only used on client. Glide form methods only used on client. These methods are used to make custom changes to the form view of records, and all validations of examples was done using that client scripts. Okay, now the first method is add decoration, which is used to add some decoration to my field, so that for checking purpose I will open a form and I will do it. So how we can test it on the form is just reload it. And Control Shift Alt J, you will get one box like this. Make a note, Control Shift Alt J. To get the JavaScript executor, you have to press and you open the form, open the finance form, and existing finance form you have to open, and Control plus Shift plus Alt plus J. Control Shift Alt J. It will open this one, and where whatever you copied, give it here, and here our field color value. Our field color value is u_color. You have to give, and try to run the code, and whatever changes it is happening, see there is a star, you got it. That is the one you can add field. For example, some client is asking at the time of loading the form, before the color field I want to add some decoration, you have to use this decoration method. So backend value of the field u_color, and the icon we are putting that star icon here, so that preferred member we are giving some text. So instead of that, if you want to give any of that, instead of star icon we can give the icon light bulb. We have many. Or home icon you want to give, you can give it, and instead of star icon give that remove this, and run the code. See, there is a bulb here. Okay, so we can add the decoration before the field using the add decoration. And the next one, add decoration with the specified color. Not only that, here we are adding some decoration, but we don't have any color. So that if you want to add some color and go to that add decoration with the different syntax, you can make the color also. Now you will get the star with green color. So that Control A, Control V, and here the backend value of the color is u_color. Remember, whenever you are writing the script, always you have to use the backend value of the color. See, there was a star with green color. If you give the red here, you will get the red. See, it's got changed to the red. So because of some something like you are not able to see that complete red, but it will be red only. If we say something like yellow, you will get the yellow. So the proper colors you can see here. color hyphen red we have to give. Sorry. COLOR hyphen RED. Now you will get something. Proper red color is not coming. Why? Because it was filled with this some user, and you can add the decoration here like this. And the next method is add error message. You can add error message on the form. So there is a message will come on top of the form. And go here and use it and run it. You can see there is a error message. It will come. See, this is an error, and here I will change the text. This is for testing purpose only. Okay, we will write the more examples later in the next session. Now here add error message, giving error to the top of the form, and run the code. See, error message. After that, we have another method, add info message. Add info message, it will give that info message. And see, the error message will come with that error, cross mark and red letters, but info message, it will give that information icon with that blue letters. The top 5 fields in the forms are mandatory, something like that. And if you want to clear those messages, you have to use g_form dot clear message. Now see, it will clear all the messages. Where is that clear message? The syntax is wrong, I think. Clear messages, not the message. Clear messages. See, all the messages got cleared. That's what the use of clear messages. And you can add some choice to the priority by using add option. We have an add option method. See, add option method, add some choice to the end of the choice list field, so that if you see here, you can add priority 6. So on the form, right now we have these many only, but Control Shift Alt J. Now you will get one more. See, really low. So by using that add option method, you can add one choice to the field. You can add one choice to the field. And like the same add option method, we have another add option method to specify that where to put that value, like after A or after B or after appointment. You have to put the order, you have to give, like this is the 1 2 3 4, something like that. The value we have to put. Control Alt J, you will get that box. Try to run the code. Now you can see that 2.5 modulatory high, you are getting that after B. Why? Because we are giving that order add in the third place. The last one, it can say choice index, where you need to place that choice. That is the add option. And clear messages, and the clear options, the clear option is used to clear the choice values. Remove all options from the choice list. This method did not return any value. You just need to use directly clear options, and you should specify that string field. So if you go here, in the priority we have many values. Control Shift Alt J, put that and specify the string field. Here I want to remove all choices from the priority and run the code. Run the code and close it. Oh, it should remove. Just wait. Priority, Control Shift Alt J. What we are missing is give the priority, and here we are missing G underscore form. Every method you have to use the G underscore form, and the syntax within the single code we have to use these methods. Sorry, we have to give the backend name. Now see, before that we have a now everything got removed. That's what the use of clear options. The next one, clear value. It will clear the value from the specified field. And the next one, disable attachments. So if you have any attachments, it will disable. See, there is an icon here so that it can be disabled. Now you can able to add some attachments here like this, and we can add something here. So we can disable these attachments. How? Control Shift Alt J. For testing purpose only I am doing this execution. Remember, we are not writing in examples. So disable attachments and G underscore form dot disable attachments. Now we have this icon. When I run the code, see that icon gone. And like the same, we have enable attachments. Now you will get back that enable attachments. That's what the use of disable attachments and enable attachments. And the next one, flash, some kind of blink you will get. So here we have to use here incident dot we have. So here you have to use u underscore facility underscore request dot number and run the code. See, some kind of blinking you are getting. Here we have to use table dot number. That table backend value is u underscore facility underscore request, the backend value. So the backend value of that, see, u underscore facility underscore request, the backend value dot number, you will get some kind of blink. If you give the red here, you will get the red. See the blink, how the blink is going on. That is the use of flash. Some customer, they are asking like at the time of loading the form or submitting the form, changing the form field value, I want that field to be flash. So we will use that flash there. And the next method, get action name, get boolean. Get boolean is like true or false you will get. Get action name we will not use more. but the action name is the field value of the action name, you will get it. Like if you are pressing something on the field, you will get that. Like we will use this in here, and you can see what you will get. See, you have passed the none. So if you are passing anything, if you click on the update, and that time it will give that this kind of actions. See, you have pressed the update. So if you do any kind of fresh, any kind of, see, if I run the code, I will get delete the record, cancel. So it will say you have pressed that update, and if I click on update, if I click on delete and run my code, it will say that something you have pressed. That is the use of action name. And the next one is Boolean true or false. I don't want to go in depth, but practice till here. You people will get confused otherwise, and we'll discuss the remaining methods. But before discussing the remaining methods, I will stop here. Why need to go in depth?